Okay, we should be live.
Are we? Are we really?
And that's a genuine question, guys. We don't know. We never can tell.
There, we are on YouTube. So, brought up the YouTube. Yay! Anya is on, says, what? You don't rest?
Never. You saw. You were there.
We never rest. Asterox is on, Evan George, Dan, Ogre, Killer Glove. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome back to Sketch and Scotch. So I guess our first stuff to run over is if you are watching on Facebook or on Twitch, we will not be responding to comments or questions there because we are responding to them in YouTube. So if you'd like to be part of the conversation, come on over to YouTube. It's Steve's area. What is it called? Oh, you put it in there. It's at the very bottom of the video. It's youtube.com/user/Steve Argyle, theword.com.
Yes. At the time I started my YouTube account, Steve Argyle was taken for some reason, and so was like every permutation, and except steveargyle.com spelled out. So.
So, anyway, so we just like to remind people that. We also like to remind people that Steve has a website. It's steveargyle.com. Go check it out. We have prints and playmats and stuff and things. And make sure to like and love and share Sketch and Scotch with everybody.
Mm-hmm. And like do that whole subscribe to our YouTube channel thing.
Yeah, that. Oh, Cat's BFF just got on too. And Rooster Friends is back on too. Which is Cat's BFF's friends. Alright. So are you ready for your scoodle, Steve?
Sure.
Just to remind people, your Squomework and your Scoodle, the link to that is in the little doodly-doo below the video. So, link there. So I asked the people what they wanted to see for Scoodle, and the only acceptable answer was Things on Fire.
Things on Fire, okay.
We don't really need to encourage Steve to ever set something on fire. Like, he loves his fire brushes. Oh, so Rooster and Cat's BFF aren't together in the same place right now. They're actually even in different states.
Mm-hmm.
But they're still coming together. We're coming. We got people from all over the world, all over the states. That's cute. So, That's your scoodle, is things on fire.
Okay. Things on fire. Hmm.
And then my next thing is, I just wanted to first and foremost call out.
I'm really, really trying hard to not draw a thing on fire. That's all I can think of. It's just stuck in there. I need
The other suggestion was a horse.
A horse on
Draw
fire?
A horse on fire.
You guys just want to make me draw horses.
Yeah,
Again,
that's
why?
awesome. That's
Why do you
I said,
do this to me?
That is why I said the only acceptable answer was.
That's the Roxos again.
Yes.
Things.
First of all, I wanted to call out first and foremost Fanny, or AKA Anyo Serra, as being the most awesome person and super, super helpful in Brazil. And then we also met Emilia, who was super cool and great and wonderful. And Jorge, what does he go by? His middle name. Who did all of our translations.
Yukio.
Did all of our translations into Portuguese. And so, and everyone who just made it awesome. We actually saw a lot of minions in Brazil. It was cool.
Yes, I was impressed with how many minions.
We were super impressed. So, last you guys had heard, I wasn't going to Brazil. But then we woke up Thursday morning, and the ticket to Brazil had gone up to $3,300. So I didn't think I was going to be going. And then I got up Friday morning, and the ticket had dropped by more than half. So, well, it dropped substantially. So, yeah, it was about by half. So I ended up buying a ticket that Friday before we went and going to Brazil with Steve. And it was super, super fun. It was really great. The professor was down there too, and we got to hang out a bunch with him. And of course, my spirit animal, Joe, was down there, so we got to spend some great time with him. Shout out to Channel Fireball for inviting us down. It was a lot of fun. Anything else to add on that, Steve?
Everybody was awesome. You guys were super fun to hang out with. It's great.
Oh, Anya, a little late, but said you should draw Virgie on fire.
Can a watermelon be on fire?
Cat's BFF is coming to Gen Con.
Awesome!
I know, it's Sunday. So yeah, it was super fun. We did do one live post from there if anyone saw it. We Anya brought us a small present of a freaking enormous watermelon. She brought us a watermelon, and we ended up sacrificing at the end of the show and eating it. It was delicious.
It was lovely.
It was really flavorful and very, very watery. I wouldn't say it was quite as good as Green River watermelon, but it was pretty freaking good. She picked out a pretty great watermelon.
Agreed. And we made it back okay. We had to disappoint a lot of folks who waited till the very last second to get their signatures, because while we'll usually just keep going, we're not missing our international flight.
It wasn't that busy though. That's the thing. Like, we weren't. When you say disappoint a lot of people, to be honest, the line was dying down anyway.
Yeah.
And
but once we start, like, it's every.
But that's how it goes anywhere.
Every show, like, once people start seeing you, like, putting things away, that's when you get these huge rushes of people.
Yeah.
And so we did have to run away. And some people didn't get their stuff signed, and I kind of feel bad, but
The person waited until 6 at night on Sunday. If they waited that long, then I don't feel that bad, especially because they were the shortest, quickest lines we've ever had.
that is true. We were cruising.
And so I in no way feel bad for someone who waited until the last minute to get something signed and waited until there was no line because there was too many lines usually. Like that I don't have sympathy for someone who says, but you had a huge line all day. It's like, yeah, the reason we don't have a line now is because we're closed.
Yes.
So just telling me that just do it because we're closed is not a viable answer to me. So. Cat's BFF is getting very excited about drawing something on fire.
I can imagine. On fire and probably a little bit bloody too. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you're reading it. It's like you're reading the chat here. Like boiling blood is what she put.
Oh.
And Scott just got on.
Hey Scott, how are you doing?
Not that Scott.
Not that Scott.
Scott. Scott. Crap! I forgot his.
Sparta dog. Or wait.
No. Cabby?
Cabby boy.
I think it's Cabby. Yep, it is Cabby. I win! He just confirmed it. I'm like, Scott's here all the time, I just can't remember his old nickname. Poison's on. Tappy's on. Hi, Tappy. So. Oh, and Fanny, aka Anyo, did a awesome cosplay of Nicole Bolas this weekend. It was pretty cool. And I think, did you already talk to Tappy and get her to say she would do stuff at Gen Con?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I can announce this now. So Gen Con, we are going to be at Gen Con on Thursday night. We have a bunch of artists who are going to be getting together and doing a live portrait painting of Tappy in cosplay. Tappy's going to be the model. And so we're going to do that Thursday night at Gen Con. If you guys want to, it's going to be question and answer too while they paint. So far, the confirmation I got was from Drew Baker, Steve Argyle, Aaron Miller, and I have invited Jason Engel. We'll see if he decides to do it. And I haven't heard back from Mark Poole either. But those are the people I invited to do that. It will be in the Magic area, and it is hosted by
Pastimes
Games. Sorry, I'm really slow. So
we're still a little jet lagged.
I know jet lag is usually when it's like international, like across the pond because of time changes. And Brazil was only 3 hours off. And so it really wasn't a big time change. The problem was that on the way over and on the way back, they were red-eye flights, and I didn't sleep well at all. So it's basically like, instead of having to do a time change, it's just that I just didn't get any sleep. A whole night worth of sleep. It was pretty bad.
And then poor Cat has come back to doing 4 10-hour shifts that start really early in the morning.
Yep, and Tappy's embarrassing me. Tappy came up and she's like, do you know who or not Tappy. Yeah, Anyo's embarrassing me, and I just did it again. Anyo said I called her because she's like, you know who I am? And my brain said Anyo, and it could see her thing and everything, and I said Tappy because my brain is stupid. So anyway, I called Anyo Tappy, and it was awesome, and I just did it again because
I just did it too.
Brain is not working.
Yeah,
Tappy was was late getting on the chat because cosplay. So yes,
awesome.
it was. I knew exactly who she was. I just said the wrong thing because it's awesome, and I'm embarrassing like that. It's alright. I accidentally called Alan from Pastime Games, Tim from Cascade, and Alan will not let me live it down. He gives me crap. He's still to this day, like when we were setting up the painting at Gen Con, he gave me crap. He will not let me live it down. But okay. Quiet made it on too. Tappy says she doesn't have a cosplay confirmed for the portrait if there's something you think she should wear. I was thinking you'd probably want to do the dang it, why does my brain not work, Steve? The one.
Joyride.
Yeah.
Because Joyride's awesome.
See, Steve knows. Steve will be my brain today. He's gonna just finish all my sentences. He knows what I'm talking about.
We share a brain, and I'm hogging it right now.
Yes, you are. You're putting it all towards art, which is okay. That's why everyone's here. Joyra, yeah, I think Joyra would be a cool one. Unless there's another one you'd like to do, Tappy, let us know. Dan says he met Gene Simmons from Kiss in person at Comic-Con and complimented for being the best cosplay he'd seen. And then Gene proceeded to tease him.
There are a lot of fun stories like that. Like, you guys may have heard the one where Hugh Jackman went as Wolverine.
And did a costume contest as Wolverine and got second place.
And he was like wearing the costume from the movie. No, it wasn't that wasn't the costume contest one. He just walked around and asked people like what they thought of his costume. And he said he got all kinds of crap where they're like, "You are way too tall to be Wolverine," or your chops and everything, just you're way overdoing it, or yeah, you don't really look anything like Hugh Jackman, and just got all kinds of crap. I wonder if Ryan Reynolds will do a Deadpool, and just because a good Deadpool costume, you really couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
But he's a goofy enough guy. I can see him being fairly wild at Comic-Con.
I think that'd be pretty fun. Steve, you should have the ghost getting slightly toasted brown too. Tappy says Dolly Parton once lost the Dolly Parton impersonator costume contest to a fabulous drag queen. Oh. So, just a reminder to people, the Scoodle is something on fire. So, and the link for Scoodles and Squirmwork is down in the thingamabob below the video. Again, a reminder to everyone who is watching on Facebook or Twitch, if you want, we are not doing chat or responding to comments there. I can only really focus on one area, and Twitch has been really weird and twitchy. If you want to be, you can feel free to watch there, but if you want to be part of the conversation, come on over to YouTube. The chat information, the YouTube information is at the bottom of the screen.
I was gonna make a cocktail just like for commemorating our trip to Brazil, and so I looked up a caipirinha or whatever those things are called, and I have none of those ingredients. So I looked up like the next 10 most popular drinks that Brazil invented, and I had none of anything that any of them needed. So I almost just made a Utah caipirinha by just putting some whiskey in a glass and drinking it.
I think they call it Argyle caipirinha, not a Utah one. A
That's
Utah
true.
one would be done with like Sprite instead of alcohol.
And garnished with a Book of Mormon, yes.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that was one thing we didn't try. We were going to go to a bar, but we ended up actually having this wonderful impromptu
Pizza party.
So I guess Sao Paulo is very much known for its pizza. Things I never knew until I got there. And it was wonderful pizza, before anyone asks. It was very, very good. But we got pointed to one of their famous pizza places, but it turns out the one we were going to is mostly just for delivery or pickup, not for sitting there. They only had one circle table with 2 chairs, and we had like 11 people showing up. It was Ryan Yee was also there, and we hung out with Ryan Yee all a weekend. That was super fun too. So it was like the professor and his filming crew, and Anyo and Amelia and Ryan Yee and Joe, and I'm missing someone, I'm sure. It was an awesome group, and we were just trying to find a place to hang out and eat. And we showed up there, and it turned out they didn't have any tables or anywhere to really sit. It was just a cement driveway up to them. And Amelia went up and started talking to them, and they brought out 2 tables from the kitchen. And we just started like hanging out, and we ordered the pizzas and stood around laughing and talking and eating pizza. And it was actually, I think, better than going to any restaurant. Because you could go around and talk to everyone. It was really fun and just an awesome time to have. Kind of like a barbecue party sort of thing. Yeah, we show up and we're just like, crap. And then, Josu was there too. He's the other magic artist that was there. And he came also. That's who I was forgetting. It was super fun, and just kind of an awesome little memory of a night. So, and yes, the pizza was super yummy.
I mean, it wasn't watermelon, but it was pretty good.
Dan learned to play magic, Steve. We've corrupted him. Yay! One
We're all in trouble now.
One of us.
One of us.
Yep. So yeah, there was 3 guest artists, and yeah, so it was Ryan Yee, Yosu, and Steve, and it was super fun. And
they also had an altarist.
Yes, and she was super cool.
Super
she was amazing. There was an altarist there too. Janet was asking if it's weird pizza flavors. No.
Not really.
No.
They had raw garlic pizza, which was
actually
really
amazing because it was baked on there, and so once you bake or cook garlic in any way, it takes
it's not really raw anymore.
Edge. Well, it takes that edge off, but it was amazing. Oh. Tutti was the altarist.
Yes.
Dan just put out and said now he just needs cards. Anyone have extras? That's a dangerous thing, Dan. Very dangerous. Speaking of, we get to draft this weekend. Woohoo! On Saturday we're gonna draft.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try and do Battle Bond.
You're gonna do that? That'll be entertaining.
Might be. I've kind of been excited to try it.
So, yeah. Is that a ghost of someone that
It's Ghost Rider.
Yeah, but is it a ghost that Ghost Rider created? Did he kill someone and now they're barbecuing on his head?
Uh-huh. The spirit of vengeance is hanging out with the spirit of making the best of things.
Tappy says telling Dan to come to a GP, they throw booster packs at people.
They really do.
Gabby says Battle Bond is super fun. So. Okay, so we have to put it out there. Maybe someone knows by now. The professor didn't know when we asked him because he hadn't been able to keep following up since he was in Brazil with us. What happened with Breitling that made it like jump in price? Like obviously someone somewhere found some way to fit it into a really awesome deck, but Breitling just doubled or tripled in price.
Yeah, it went from
Oh no, it actually quadrupled.
went from like $3 or $4 to 20 something.
Yeah. Legacy Death and Taxes got a hold of it, is what Astrox was saying. Cabby said he got a Breitling last week. It's an absolute beast in the Legacy Death and Taxes.
Awesome.
Speaking of that also, again, we're going to be at Gen Con at the beginning of August, and we are going to have our new metal prints, which look like foiled. We're going to have our new metal prints in stock, and Breitling is going to be one of them. We're going to have Breitling, Lily, Death, Right, Thalia, Admonition, Chandra, which looks amazing in foil. What's her name? The one that looks the best in foil, the new one.
Oh, Damia.
No, Damia looks awesome, but the one where she's the new one, she's.
Oh, Renewed Faith.
Yes. See, I told you, Steve is my brain tonight, guys. I am so sorry. It's usually the opposite.
Usually, I have no brain to speak of.
Yes. Renewed Faith looks amazing in this metallic print. It's such a gorgeous piece. So yeah, we're gonna do.
And we're gonna have a piece that I haven't showed anyone yet. It just barely previewed for the game. It's not Magic. Don't get too crazy, but it just previewed for the Dragoborn.
Dragoborn?
Yes.
And so we've got that. We're going to have, is it 16 or 18 pieces? 18? Did you add the
18.
Yeah, we're going to have
or
18.
Maybe, I think we actually went up to 20.
Oh, did we? We're going to have 18 or 20 different metal prints available, as well as our normal 50 stock at Gen Con. So first come, first served on that. We will have did you put the purple in as well?
No.
We're gonna have the
regular bin, or the
orange
bin
in stock, not the purple. Ogre is confirming that the metal pieces are amazing. What is the price on those? Do you remember? Where did we come to?
220.
The 220? I believe so. I think it's 220.
And that's with the frame.
Yep, and they have a frame and everything. Yep. Ogre confirmed. 220. He was helping me sell them in Vegas. And so, yeah, save up your money. We hopefully will post all the pieces that we'll have available so you guys can kind of look over what we'll have and yeah. Oh, wow. Ogre's totally going on a sales pitch. Said 2 for $420 or 3 for $600. And we're getting those printed by Drew Baker.
You guys know Drew.
Yep. Drew comes on Sketch and Scotch all the time with us.
He's the one we steal all of our good ideas from.
Yep. He's the one who came up with the whole theme of art makes life better, guys.
Alright, that was probably a lot longer than I should have spent on Scoodle.
Oh, and Janet just put it
Supposed
up.
to be
Your
like
booth
7
number
minutes.
at Gen Con is 571.
Mm-hmm. Or 517.
She
I don't
said it's
remember.
571.
571?
She's got it. And we're making Troublemaker Island again. So it's Jason Engel, Drew Baker, and Steve. And it's gonna be super fun, guys. So excited. I'm gonna try to get that all put together. My brain is so tired though. Like that just makes me exhausted thinking about it because we just came back from Brazil. I'm like, oh,
No more.
oh my god.
No more work. We want a break.
We have a break. The true break would be if you did a surprise signing at San Diego Comic-Con. That'd be the true not break.
I really want those planeswalkers.
Yeah, we super want the Therese Nielsen Planeswalker cards from San Diego Comic-Con.
So I've been joking with Kat that I'm just gonna fly down there and do a surprise appearance just so I can go get some of those planeswalkers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Therese did an amazing job on that.
And Kat's been joking with me that she's gonna empty our bank account and buy them all the originals.
All the originals. Oh my gosh. I would love all 5 of those originals together. It'd be
I haven't
so
told her yet that they
pretty.
have gold leaf. That they're like made with all crazy things and like the gold is actual gold leaf. So fancy.
They're still originals by Therese, gold or not.
That's what I mean. They're even fancier than usual.
Oh, Astroxus says that the Hasbro stuff is a lottery this year.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Because they still haven't figured out that they need to make more than just a little. More than a few. We were there the first year that they did the black on black planeswalkers, and
we've actually gotten them every single year.
Yeah. But
if anyone's able to get an extra set, guys, we are looking, and so we can do trade. I will pimp Steve's artwork out, like the altars, nice altars and stuff out. Just putting it out there.
I bet if I posted that I will do an unobtainium of someone's choice.
That's a little extreme.
It is, but it'd probably work. Sounds like they're going to be really hard to get. Though it would probably be cheaper and less work to fly down there and wait in line or see if I can pull some kind of a favor with Hasbro. Nah, they never would. But we were there the first year, and we were talking to some of the guys, and we're like, "Well, how many do you have?" Because, I mean, that's gonna go crazy, and
they had not planned well.
They were like, "We have plenty. We're gonna have stuff left over, and we're gonna just sell them on the website afterwards." And like, well, this is actually third party. I wasn't asking these questions. We were with people who were asking these questions, but they're like, "Do you know, like?" Magic players are collectors. They're even more hardcore than everybody else here. When you say you have plenty, I mean, are we talking tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands? Because you're not going to have enough. I can almost guarantee it. Like, we have like half a truck full. It'll be fine. And he said, well, you should ration them out. Like, don't let everybody on Thursday buy them all. Yeah, we're going to probably do something like that. We'll just see how Thursday goes and if we need to ration them out. So, of course, Thursday, they sell out almost immediately. and then everybody's mad because they actually had set some aside for people who make magic, right? Like some of the designers and everything, they were supposed to get a contributor copy, and they sold those too. They just sold everything. You'd think they would have learned their lesson, but then the following year, same thing. Yeah, we did way more, so we're fine. They
rationed them a lot better the next
year. They did ration them better, but like they haven't seemed to figure out that it doesn't matter how many they make; they will sell them all.
I think they figured it out.
I hope so.
They know they want it to be an exclusive and a unique thing.
Yeah.
But they are so pretty. Like I said, if I had the money, I would totally try to buy the originals. Because the pictures are so beautiful. And just Teresa's style for originals, like you said, it's got freaking gold leaf.
Yeah.
She has that awesome mixed media style I love. Tappy was asking if she's selling prints. Yes, she is. Right now, Therese is doing pre-orders for all the prints on her website, and they'll come out. They'll fill the orders after San Diego Comic-Con. So yeah, she is. They're doing pre-orders for the beautiful Planeswalker pieces. They're so nice. So Steve is continuing to do the picture for Wedge.
Angel for Wedge.
Angel for Wedge. Just a reminder to people to go out and donate to Wedge and his medical fund. And support the magic community and those who support it. So Steve, have you figured out if you're going to do something with this in specific?
Yes, so this is going to be part of a Kickstarter campaign that will be making playmats that will all go to Wedge's medical bills.
So Steve will be finishing this out and making a playmat, and so get ready for that, guys. So that you can buy the playmat, and yeah, the proceeds will go to Wedge's medical bills too. So yeah, that'll be really cool. That makes me happy. I think the Kickstarter is going to have one from you. Didn't they say Moorbacher was going to do a piece?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And someone else is going to do a piece?
I don't know.
There was a third artist, I thought. But I'm not sure. All right. Oh. It is rough, Steve. Why am I so tired?
Because no sleeping.
No sleep. Eat cat something.
We went to the Delta Lounge in the airport, and Kat just like curled up in this little
ball,
in the little chair, like her namesake, like a little kitten, just.
Oh, that was so comfy because I could finally sleep. Because it wasn't a chair on a plane. So I slept for like 2 hours curled up in this chair. It was wonderful. You did too. You curled up in a chair and went to sleep too.
I got the idea from watching you.
I learned it from watching you.
And it's not like it was a abnormally uncomfortable flight or anything. It just it's just hard to sleep on a plane.
Well, and I used to be travel size, and I could sleep okay on a plane and everything like that. But to and from Brazil, I just couldn't sleep.
I couldn't sleep either, even though I was watching Iron Fist.
That should have put you right to sleep. Ugh.
I am almost all caught up on my Marvel stuff. I finished I have one more episode of Iron Fist. Then I'm on to Luke Cage Season 2. We watched the first episode of that. We watched that one together because Kat has no interest in Iron Fist, and I can't say I blame her.
You're not making me have any more interest.
It's true. And I don't want to like bag on it too much or anything.
It's terrible. I'll bag on it for him. It sounds terrible. It's not a secret, Steve. Most people say it sounds terrible. It is terrible.
They yeah, I mean, I don't know. There are a lot of kind of basic storyline guidelines that they seem to have just completely missed. And I give them the benefit of the doubt. It was probably editing and stuff gets changed. You know, no plan survives contact with the enemy, and that happens in production of any kind. So I don't want to say that like the writers were bad or the director was bad or anything like that. It just didn't come together like it maybe could have.
Ogre says it turns into Ally McBeal for a few episodes. That's his issue. That's the funniest description of it because I kept looking over and Steve was watching it on his phone and I was watching so many movies. A ridiculous amount of movies were watched. And when he first started watching, I kept looking over and I'm like, what sort of corporate drama is Steve watching? Because every time I looked over, it was just a bunch of people in an office just talking. And so, like, I didn't even realize it was Iron Fist. I thought, and Steve is not into those sort of things, so I was very confused. I was like, what sort of, like, business corporate drama is he watching? So, yes, we were talking about the TV show Iron Fist.
Yes. And for me, a lot of it was that there's kind of some basic things in storytelling where you're trying not to waste your audience's time and you're trying not to intentionally be confusing. I mean, there's mystery and there's intrigue and there's misdirection, there's all that, but there are things where you don't want them to walk away going, wait, what the heck was that thing there? And Iron Fist has a lot of those loose threads where they show you something they intentionally point something out to you and then it just is just gone.
It's a total red herring.
Yeah, but not the right kind of red herring, not in the literary sense. They say if you show a gun, it has to go off. And they also say if you're going to have a gun go off, you have to show the audience it's there. And there was just a lot of that in Iron Fist where they show you something that never turns into anything else. And then at the same time, they had stuff that just kind of came out of nowhere. And it feels like that's maybe more of an editing problem. Like, they needed this in there, but then earlier on it was boring and got cut. I don't know.
And Luke Cage had the same problem, not to the degree that Iron Fist had, but Luke Cage had that same issue where they needed something for that episode, so they'd introduce it at the beginning of the episode and then resolve it at the end, when they could have told so much more of a story by starting to introduce it in earlier episodes.
Yeah. Like, I felt Luke Cage was I enjoyed it.
I like Luke Cage, don't get me wrong.
But I feel like they didn't quite take advantage of having a seasonal arc. Like, they crammed storylines into where they needed to be for their conclusion. That's confusing the way I put that. But like,
they crammed it into an episode because they needed the end of the episode to have it.
Yeah.
And they could have looked forward, and especially with how Netflix does stuff, They do all the filming and then release it all at once. So they could have really changed up the editing and had a lot of these things peppered in earlier episodes, but they didn't.
Yeah, like Cottonmouth was an interesting character, and he became the most interesting in one episode where they show you basically everything about how he became Cottonmouth. And just in case people are watching, I won't spoil why that was important, but it felt like
and
the
his
whole
sister, it also gave a lot of depth to his sister too.
Yeah, but knowing that, getting bits and pieces of that all along the way, I think would have been better. Like you would have, Cottonmouth became human at the last in one episode, instead of you didn't get to know him over time. I feel like that would have been a lot more powerful.
Yeah. Well, and continue to have these flashbacks peppered throughout instead of just all in one episode. So.
I will say that I did not really like Diamondback.
He was terrible.
He was
thrown in. Yeah.
Well,
he was just thrown in like the last 4 episodes and terribly thought out, and they played him up to be so much better than he actually was.
Yeah, that was the problem for me, was that they explained to you over half of a season who Cottonmouth was. And then when he showed up, he was different. He was a completely different... Sorry, Diamondback. And so if he had just shown up and been that character, I would have been better with it. I still probably wouldn't have liked him, but I felt like they built him up to be this like genius, ruthless, amazing
master.
Yeah. And when he showed up, he was still a villain, but
sociopath, murderer, lone wolf instead of a congenial puppet master controlling everyone.
Yeah. It was unbelievable to me that he could run an empire. It was believable to me that he would be a scary person and a psychopath, and why people were afraid of him. But they built him up to be a kingpin, where he was he had made this empire and he had all the right decisions and he knew what he was doing and all that. And then when he showed up, no, he was just crazy.
Yeah, Killer Gloves agree. The story felt rushed for Luke Cage. They crammed all the character development in small spaces in the show, and the show suffered for it.
Yeah.
But they could have spread it out. Anyway. Also, Poison said, fun fact, Harlem Coffee Company is owned by one of their friends and is an actual coffee place.
Really? Oh, that's awesome.
And, yeah, our friend works there and met the actor for Luke Cage.
That's cool.
Argyle just got on. Hi, Argyle. And was saying, wait, is it in New York? Because if it is, it's one of the places I'm going to check out when I move. So...
You guys are seeing now why my paintings take a long time, even though when I'm doing my little doodles and stuff, they come together pretty quick. It's because there's just a lot of fiddling once I start detailing an area.
Yeah, I guess Argyle's moving suit in a couple weeks. Good luck. Good luck. I guess it's now good time for the
commercial break.
Commercial break. See, Steve, you are my brain today. So, commercial break. Remember to remind everyone to like, love, share, and all the things you can do with YouTube videos. Speaking of YouTube, well, if you're on Facebook or if you're on Twitch watching the stream, we aren't responding to the comments or chats there. Feel free to lurk there, but if you want to be part of the conversation, come on over to YouTube. The URL is in the bottom of the screen. The Scoodle tonight was the topic of something on fire. And in the little description below the video in the doodly doo, you can get the link to the Google Doc. What else, Steve?
Doodly doo.
We did a squone work. Squone work was a bit strange, but really trying to push you as an artist. The squone work was exotic fruit and relative colors. So basically trying to not use the colors to get across what fruit you drew.
But really, we were just messing with you.
Argyle hasn't even packed to move
When are you moving?
in a couple weeks. I was just saying.
Oh.
Oh,
Moving is no fun. I'm glad I have not had to do it for a while, and I don't intend to do it anytime soon. Though, we do keep going to fancy houses just to look at them, and that's probably not good for us as far as not being poor.
the one we really liked is under contract now, so
Oh,
it's gonna stop.
somebody bought it?
I know. We bought it now.
Did you buy it?
No.
When did you have time?
No, I'm saving up my money for Therese Nielsen's originals.
Fair enough. So this is a thing that I do a lot, which is I'll put something in that I know needs to be there, but I'll overdo it, make it a lot stronger. So these are little highlights on her skin, and then I will erase them down until I don't feel like they're overpowering anymore. And that helps you just get those little extra bits without being overly strong. And then you can, for me, it's easier to put it in too strong and then knock it back rather than build it up. Though I do both, depending on what you're going for. But you can, if she was really shiny, this is where all the highlights would go. But I don't want her to be really shiny, but I still want those highlights. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. The more you know. Anyways, I should probably move on.
I remember how you keep telling people not to focus on something too much and get stuck in the weeds.
Yes, I do. I remember.
I remember how her shield isn't even done yet, but now her face is.
Yes. I do get caught in the weeds sometimes. See, this is what the jet lag does to me. It makes it hard for you to remember how to say words and things. Makes it hard for me to remember to.
I'm not a languager anymore.
You want pretty words, data languager. I throw balls far.
Keeson just got on and said hi, and then is kind of saying bye, and he's got to go make dinner. It's good to see you, Keeson.
We'll probably be wrapping up a little bit
I was about
soon.
to say,
I know it's shorter
give you
than
7
usual.
minutes. You mean actually on time, because we tell people it's going to be an hour.
Yeah.
So you guys have 7 minutes to turn in your squone work and scoodle. Again, the scoodle title is something on fire. So yeah, go in art. Art makes life better. And we are sorry for our tiredness. Yeah, I covered everyone, Steve. I just looked up the picture. Dan says he found a Steve Argyle card in one of the free decks he picked up.
Awesome. Which one?
Killer Glove is trying to get Keeson to not do dinner. He says dinner is important, but you can have that every day. Sketch and Scotch is only once a week. Good job, Killer. Keep it up. Oh, you got a luminous bombs.
Oh, that's a good one. Useful.
Very helpful. Good one. Lock something down.
Yeah, when you first start playing Magic, you don't quite realize how important removal is. How important it is to be able to just shut down something someone else is doing. And like, at least when I started playing Magic, it was like, I want the biggest fireballs and the biggest monsters. And then other people were like, okay, well, you just spend all your mana on the biggest monster that I'm just going to murder. That's all right. I have another biggest Oh, you have a counterspell. Well, how about this one? Oh, it's locked down. Well, son of a... Yeah. So you learn fairly quick that any kind of shutdown, whether it's removal or locking a creature or throwing it back in their hand or whatever, these are things you want.
Poison says she's 4 away from having all the walkers.
Whoa.
She moved the twins to Fairy and Karn.
I have a foil Karn. I opened it in a pack when we were drafting.
Yeah, I know. Punk.
It's pretty awesome. Punk! It immediately got stolen from someone else's deck. Although it wasn't yours, was it?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Steve, is it an angel? Is it a demon? Or is it a dragon? Then it's not in my deck!
Fair enough.
So there you are. Oh, Steve, they're asking a touchy subject.
Uh-oh. They want to touch me?
How do you feel about Deathrite?
Oh. Listen, so as a boy, he became the master of death. As an adult, he harnessed death and it became his servant. I don't think killing him's going to be so bad. I think that they've just made him stronger. That's what I think. We don't know. We haven't seen it yet because nefarious plans take time. But
you think this is all part of his plan?
Oh yeah, I mean, if killing Obi-Wan made him more powerful than you could possibly imagine, this guy, Deathrite Shaman, owns death.
Oh, Asteroxus says the Deathrite ban might be part of the reason Brightling got so strong. So maybe
that's actually a good point.
One of the death of one of your babies has powered another.
So for anyone who's confused, well, you'd be confused because you didn't know magic, so explaining it probably would actually be enlightening, but Deathrite Shaman would do stuff with your graveyard, and he had just a lot of use. If you were playing against an opponent who did a lot with their graveyard, you could stop that. And so a lot of the dredge and anything that like to throw stuff in the graveyard to use it later, it just shut that stuff right down. And I think that was the official reason they gave, was that he was too powerful because he stopped certain archetype decks from just even working at all. And,
Astrox said Deathrite Shaman is Steve's third Planeswalker card.
Yes, he is. Did you guys see? I didn't post it, but you may have seen it anyway. I did an artist proof of what Deathrite Shaman looks like now.
Yes, his memorial.
For Cheeky Sao Paulo.
His memorial one. I don't think you've posted the image.
I haven't posted.
Joe did.
Joe posted it, and it's been shared around a bit. So I will post it at some point. I just I'm still.
Keeson said Steve clearly make sure that if one of his cards is banned, there another one will be unbanned. Bloodbraid Elf or a new card, Brightling. And Quiet says that you need more Planeswalkers. Steve would love to do more Planeswalkers.
I agree.
Please.
I don't know why they don't give me any Planeswalkers anymore. It's been.
Yeah, it'd be
I mean,
cool
Lily
to do
has
like
been
a Jace
8
or
years.
or a Garruk or something like that. That'd be awesome. All right, Steve. Done for now.
Sure.
Okay, guys. Let's go review things.
Okay. So, first we will do this qualm work.
Panda.
This is pandas. It's a very unusual fruit. I know what this is. It's we were talking about it with the spiky things. That if it's still spiky, it's good. But if
Rambutan?
That's the one.
This one looks. I don't think this one's exactly Rambutan. I think this one's related. The related one.
Or they're dragon eggs.
Yeah, dragon eggs.
With hard-boiled yolks.
Yeah, it's lychee.
Oh yeah,
They taste the same actually, and they look very similar. But the thing is Steve he's eaten fresh lychee, but he ate more fresh rambutan, so that one sticks in his head a little more. Lychee, once it's been sitting for a while, is better than rambutan. But fresh rambutan kicks lychee. I guess what a lychee is how. Fresh rambutan, if you get it straight off the tree, kicks lychee's butt. It's amazing, but only if it's super fresh. If the spikes on rambutan are curled at all, it means it's not super fresh, and it's not as good as it can be.
I like the little spikes, how you've done them.
Yeah,
They're
it's
like
a good
cute.
texture and well thought out.
Here's Dan.
Oh, Keeson says he wants to see you do a bolus. That'd be awesome.
I would like to enroll us. That'd be awesome.
Dan, pumpkin. Yeah. See, brain don't work. This is
It's a zombie pumpkin. That's what a watermelon really is, right?
Reminds me of Verge. Verge, your watermelon that we murdered this weekend.
Verge was delicious.
Verge was wonderful.
That is
He's
cool.
coming back for you because we murdered
Rampaging.
him, Steve. This is Verge's revenge.
You know, it would be probably worse for the watermelon if there was some kind of zombieism, or it came back from the dead. Every time I chopped it to pieces, it just came back together, because I would just eat it forever.
I really like the clouds in the background of this. It looks very traditional.
Yeah, I like all the different textures you got going.
Oh, John Brassel just jumped on. Hey man, what's
Hey.
up?
How are you doing?
We are just doing our review of the Squamwork, and we're about to do the Scudo.
Yep, we're almost done with our show, but we're happy that you joined us. You should come on as a guest sometime.
We talked to him about it, and then things just fell through. Him and Don were gonna come on. We should reschedule that sometime, John.
if you're interested.
John is drawing, and he has to get some bourbon, is what he said.
Bourbon. That sounds like a lovely idea. I may steal that idea from you. Here we have Cabby Boy.
Millennial Angst is the name of the piece.
Millennial Angst. I like it.
He was playing a lot with color with that. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I really like the transition you've got going here from this really warmer yellow-green to the darker. I think this is a very successful study.
Cabby says, I've been doing a lot of doodles lately and really like painting avocados.
And you got the relative color going too, because there's this green in with the pit and everything, so everything's
yeah. It looks red when you kind of look at everything else around it, but it reads properly, 100% properly.
And I like the complement scheme here. It's cool. Nice.
So yeah, the avocado. Yeah, he's saying he's just been drawing them. They're captivating. Have you seen the one person who sculpts avocado pits? Like does these amazingly intricate little sculptures and carvings from avocado pits.
Oh.
Go look it up online. There's this person that does these crazy little avocado pit carvings.
Okay, so that's the squam work, and now we are on to the schools.
So they're waiting for Rooster is waiting to get in.
Oh,
so we'll
okay.
come back to Rooster, but Cat's BFFs is in.
Oh.
And actually, I guess right now you've got instead.
This is Pandas.
This is Pandas, which is Party Mouse using a torch to make.
It's a creme brulee torch.
Mm-hmm.
Party Mouse is making creme brulee. That is the best use for fire. It really is. I loves me some creme brulee.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's delicious. Now I'm craving creme brulee. Dang it.
Here we have Cat's BFF. Tara, you idiot! You set Mog on fire! So as I told you, sorry. But why is he bloody? Oh, today is just great.
Oh, the little Mog is on fire. It's so sad.
Oh my, he is having a very bad day.
So Tara fit the little Mog on fire. That's adorably horrible, like usual. Cat BFF, you're the best. Thank you. So cute. Asteroxo.
Asteroxo got his in, so hang on a sec.
Fire. And a fiery parakeet. See, that's funny to me because
Phoenix Keat.
my sister-in-law, my brother does capoeira. And when you get into capoeira, you get like a nickname. And it's Brazilian-based nicknames. Like he's Alejandro is his name, which I believe means jumper. And his wife, my sister-in-law, Sarah, she is has amazing Sicilian red hair. And her nickname, I don't remember and I'm sure Anya can help on this. I don't remember the Portuguese for it, but her nickname is Fire Parakeet. And so this makes me laugh because it's totally
It's Fogo, isn't it?
It's Fogo. It's something Fogo is what her capoeira name is. It's Fire Parakeet is her name. So it makes me laugh.
It's cool. I like how
totally,
it's all colorful.
Yes.
And on fire.
Super color. And so yeah, that's totally Sarah's Like Avatar. A pyrokeet is what McJohn thought.
That's good. That's what I was looking for. Whoop. This is by Killer Glove. It's Thing on fire. Ouch.
I just could see like him like scuttling around, like,
Yes. Like freaking out.
trying to put himself out by like rolling around.
Maybe trying to find water. I'd probably just jump right in a toilet.
Jump in a toilet or knock over a glass of water on himself. That's awesome. And that's from Killer Glove, so people were making jokes that it was a burning glove.
Here we have Poison Stripes.
It's too damn hot.
Is that Iceman?
It looks like... it looks like it's Iceman melting.
That would be a very rough day for Iceman.
That would be, but it's been that hot recently for a lot of people around the States. It's been crazy, crazy hot.
But we got to go have winter in Brazil.
Which was
Which
crazy
is still
hot.
pretty hot.
Yes.
I am kind of terrified as to what your summers are like.
Oh, and people were complimenting Killer Glove on his hand, because hands are hard to draw.
Yes, hands are hard, and this is a very good hand.
It's very nicely done.
Very good.
And yet, I like the puddle that Poison did. You did a very good job of showing him melting. So, good job, Poison. It is Iceman. You were right, Steve.
We have themes going.
Oh, wow. The thing on fire.
It is also a superhero on
Oh,
fire.
but it's a thing on fire.
But yes, Thing on fire.
So that's the joke. But yes, we have more superheroes on fire. I like the Iceman in a puddle too, but a thing on fire, quite literally.
Cool. I like
This is that one?
This is Dan's.
Very nice, Dan. Good.
I like the kind of scratchy stuff. I like how you're playing around a little bit with texture and different sorts of brushes.
Yeah, it totally looks like the rock for the thing. Very nicely done.
Cool. The Thing probably doesn't care if he's on fire.
Dan says, look at the title for him.
The title is Damn It, Johnny!
Ooh.
It's Kalia!
That's Cabby's. Things on fire. It's totally Kalia.
That's awesome.
Very nice. And we were already referencing Kalia earlier when Steve was accusing me of stealing his Karn. And then I said, Steve, it's not an angel, dragon, or demon. It ain't. I didn't steal it.
It's true. Of all the people who ransack our collection, I think you take the least.
Well, we trade around. I take a lot of expensive angels, though.
That's true.
But that's kind of how our
cool.
collection goes, is like whoever needs it. And it's actually a nice thing about having so many different collections going around is people just take what they need and then they give back what they don't. I just don't have many. I don't have many decks. I only have my Kalia decks. So I don't take much at all.
Yes. And like Kat says, anybody who borrows stuff or they also come and they bring stuff and they'll like
Well, and like we keep an eye out, and so people will be like, "Kat, I found this angel that'd be perfect for your deck," and so we like see stuff that's perfect for each other's deck and pull them for each other.
Yeah, a bunch of my best cards in my deck are by one or the other of my brother-in-laws who play Magic, either Carl or Tony. So I didn't make it sound. I didn't want to make. I didn't mean to make it sound like I'm.
No, it's a cool group that we can switch around stuff. John Brathel also, by the way, said, well, Dawn says she likes your Gur hat.
Thank you. I'm wearing the Gur hat because I have crazy hair still from. We got home, we took a nap, we took a shower, we went to bed, and you know what happens when you sleep on wet hair? Well, that's what my hair still looks like. So, I'm sparing you all.
Alright, this one's McJohn.
Also, it's just cute, right?
The Gur hat? I love you.
He's my favorite.
That's cool. Little eye on fire.
It's intense.
This one's McJohn's.
Yeah.
I like the reflection of the fire onto the other stuff.
Yeah,
Side
that's a
of the
nice
nose, the horns. Fiery.
Very cool. Very cool. I also like how the horns have kind of a metallic kind of surface to them.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. I think that's everybody who did Scoodles. Did I miss anybody?
Did you get back to
Oh, wait, no,
Rooster?
there's more.
Rooster put one in.
Rooster, okay.
We went back to Rooster. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Cats BFF, thank you for bringing your friends and being on the show too.
There's an evil villain burning chocobos.
Oh no, the chocobo's on fire.
Oh.
That's adorable.
I think that would just make them faster.
Trying to put themselves out, the chocobos just start running like mad.
Yes.
Just play the do 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 super fast. Nicely done, Rooster. That is an
that's
adorable
cool.
chocobo.
And I like the expressions you have on your.
Well, and the
your
evil
characters.
one, burn! Putting a chocobo on fire there. Evil villain.
That's awesome. Okay, have I missed anyone? Or should I say miss someone else?
He just put a fire in the chat because he wasn't able to do a Scoodle, so.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up and go sleep. So.
Yes, maybe my brain will be better. We're going to be here again next week. Again, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Come and hang out. Oh, Cat's BFF said she has an extra one.
Oh, okay.
Is it in there?
I don't see an extra one, but go ahead and put it in and we will take a look at it.
Yes, Steve will start putting up the squirm work.
Because I am stalling, because I need to think of some squirm work.
Dan said he had a pretty rough week, so he's happy to come to Sketch and Scotch.
Oh,
It's been nice.
Thanks for joining us. I'm sorry you had a rough week.
And that was killer.
We had a great week. We're just tired.
The glove, the thing on fire, the thing hand on fire. That was his first Scoodle.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
So
Thanks
I
for,
love the play on words that everyone does. We get all the things on fire. Makes me laugh. So yeah, Killer Glove, thanks for doing it. Art makes life better.
I am having a hard time thinking of anything.
Ogre says narwhal careers.
All right, that's good. We'll do that. Is it HAL?
Whale, narwhal, I believe.
I thought that it.
That's how.
Like,
Ogre
does it have
wrote
an E
on
at the
here.
end?
Yeah.
Narwhal?
I don't know.
See, Photoshop doesn't have a spell check, so I often spell things wrong.
It doesn't have an E on the end, is what
Okay, that's
the
what I
internet
thought.
is saying.
Narwhal careers. Now I have to remember if careers has 2 R's. It does, doesn't it? No, wait. This is terrible. You guys are learning why I'm an artist instead of a respectable career. Narwhal careers.
Dude, there's so many careers that a narwhal can have. He could work at a barbecue place. He could be a sword fighter.
He could work at Fogo de Chao.
He could work at Fogo de Chao, making delicious meats on his little horn. He could work at the jousting place, the knights, whatever, the one.
Medieval times.
Medieval times. Oh, narwhal, they're correcting us spelling. Narwhahl.
Okay.
I was just going off of what Ogre did. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What am I doing?
You totally had it. You already had it.
I'm bad at this.
And
Narwhal. There we go.
WHAL.
That's how I had it before.
No, you had it.
Did I backwards
okay,
it?
Asteroxo says NARWHAL.
Isn't that how I had it?
No.
That's how I had it.
I have no idea. I'm going to go with what Asteroxo says. He's always right. And he said WHAL. So you didn't have it right.
Okay.
It's like narwhal without an E on the end. Yeah. So, but yes. So what else could a narwhal do as a job? Cat's BFF said she got her extra in.
Okay.
We think of what else narwhals could do as a job. They could probably... Oh, she just has been doing more drawings. This looks like pastels?
Sidewalk chalk.
Oh, whoa! So, yes, pastels. Good job.
That's cool.
Ogre says it could be a bouncer.
Yeah, that looks great.
Jousting, like I said, you could work at medieval times. Yeah, that looks wonderful. Good job. Keep it up.
That's super pretty.
I like that her eyes match her dress. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm. Everything's it's super cool. It's
So yeah, just remember, people, art makes life better. Don't forget to do your schoolwork. We'll be back again next week. Again, Tuesday, and hopefully we'll be much more good, smart. Do your schoolwork.
Yes, we will try and be a little bit more coherent.
Oh, Dan said a conductor for a symphony.
Yes.
They can protect queen polar bears. OL for the 49ers. So yes, we can. Narwhals can do so many careers.
All right. Well, we will look forward to see what you come up with, and we will see you next Tuesday. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Sorry we're so crazy weird, but it's entertaining.
Hearts. Bye-bye.
Bye.